Welcome to this tutorial, guys, on trigonometric identities, and this is the second video. The previous video we went over all this, which we will probably use again, but yeah, if you didn't catch that video, then go back and take a look at it. Okay, so again, we're just trying to prove some things. Okay, so the first problem says, prove that tan theta plus cot theta times cos theta is equal to cosec theta. Okay, so how are we going to start? So let's work on the left hand side first. So the left hand side equals tan theta plus cot theta. Sorry, there's like a helicopter or something going above, so I don't know if you guys can hear me, but here we go. Okay, so tan theta plus cot theta times cos theta. Okay, and then we can write tan theta as sine theta over cos theta, plus we can write cot theta as cos theta plus over sine theta times cos theta. Okay, then we have sine squared theta plus cos squared theta over the lowest common denominator of cos theta sine theta, and this is all multiplied by cos theta. Okay, but from a previous identity somewhere here, from this identity right here, we know that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. So we have 1 over cos theta sine theta times cos theta. And this is equal to, these two cancel, 1 over sine theta, which is equal to cosec theta. And if we look at our right hand side, equals cosec theta. So we can say that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, and therefore the identity has been proven. Okay, let's do question number 2. So question 2 says 1 plus tan squared theta times sine squared theta equals tan squared theta. Okay, so what we want to do is prove this. So let's write 1 plus and sine squared theta over cos squared theta times sine squared theta, and this is obviously our left hand side. Okay, so getting the lowest common denominator, we have cos squared theta over cos squared theta plus sine squared theta times sine squared theta. Okay, and again we know that cos squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1, so we have 1 over cos squared theta times sine squared theta, which is equal to sine squared theta over cos squared theta, which is obviously equal to tan squared theta. Okay, and we can say that our right hand side is equal to tan squared theta. So from that we can say that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Okay, let's look at the third example. So what we want to prove with example number 3 is that sine squared theta minus cos squared theta is equal to 1 minus squared is equal to 1 minus 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay, so because you guys do AP maths, okay, no, let's rather just write it out. Left hand side equals sine squared theta minus cos squared theta times sine squared theta minus cos squared theta. Okay, so this is equal to, okay, I think there's a little bit of a mistake here. Let me just fix it very quickly. Those should not be squares. There we go. Okay, so this is equal to sine squared theta, so multiplying that, and then minus sine theta cos theta, and then minus sine theta cos theta again, multiplying those two, and then minus cos squared theta times a minus cos squared theta equals positive cos squared theta, which is equal to sine squared theta plus cos squared theta minus 2 sine theta cos theta. And so what we have is this is equal to 1, so we have 1 minus 2 sine theta cos theta. And our right hand side from the question is equal to 1 minus 2 sine theta cos theta. So our left hand side equals our right hand side. Okay, before we move on, let me give myself a bit of space and just show you what I meant by saying that because you guys do AP Maths, I assume that when you see something like this, sine theta minus cos theta squared, you're immediately able to know that it's this term squared, so sine squared theta, plus 2 times the first, so 2 times the first term, times the second term, times this last term squared, which gives us sine squared theta. This is a plus, and this is a minus cos. So we get plus cos squared theta minus 2 sine theta cos theta, and again we get 1 minus 2 sine theta cos theta, which is again the answer. Okay, so let's look at one. So that's question 3, question 4. Okay, for question 4, let's have sine 4 theta minus cos 4 theta equals sine squared theta minus, let's say, minus cos squared theta. So we want to prove this. Okay, so we know what dots are, or difference of two squares, so that's what we're going to use. So the left hand side equals sine squared, or let's write it out, I guess, sine to the power of 4 theta minus cos to 4 theta, which can be factorized using difference of two squares to be sine squared theta minus cos squared theta times sine squared theta plus cos squared theta. That, okay, and we know that this term is equal to 1, so our final answer is sine squared theta minus cos squared theta. And our right hand side is also equal to sine squared theta minus cos squared theta, so we can say that our left hand side is equal to our right hand side. Good stuff. Okay, and then the last question I have for you is a bit nasty, but let's try it anyway. We have cot theta over cosec theta, let's write that nicer, times over cosec theta minus 1 minus cot theta over cosec theta plus 1. Okay, and we have to prove that that's equal to 2 sine theta. Okay, so what do we do first? Okay, so let's start by getting the lowest common denominator. So we have, so the left hand side, okay, I'm not going to write it out because it's a bit long, but we have cot theta times cosec theta plus 1 minus cot theta times cosec theta minus 1 all over cosec theta squared minus 1. Okay, so that's I got the cosec theta squared minus 1 by multiplying the denominators by each other. Okay, good stuff. So now what I'm going to do is multiply the top in. So we have cot theta cosec theta plus cot theta minus cot theta cosec theta, and a minus minus gives us a plus cot theta. okay, and that is all over cosec squared minus 1. But if we look here, cosec squared minus 1 is equal to cot squared theta. Okay, so with these kinds of questions, if you have to bring in other identities, they'll probably have that as a hint of some sort in the question. Okay, then we can see that some things cancel. So we have a plus cot theta cosec theta and a minus cot theta cosec theta. So these two things cancel. So what we're left with is 2 cot theta over cot squared theta. Okay, so we have 2 over cot theta. Okay, so it looks like I may have made a bit of a mistake when I was making the memo. So this should be 2 over cot theta. Okay, so 1 over, or 2, sorry, let's change that, not 2 over, but 2 tan theta. Okay, so 1 over cot is tan, so we have 2 tan theta. And our right hand side equals 2 tan theta. And so we have our left hand side equals our right hand side. Okay, so with this last question, it looks like I may have made a mistake, but if you come to a different answer, then just leave me a comment and I will fix it or update my video. But I think everything I did in this video is correct. Yeah, okay, cool stuff, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed and you found this extremely useful. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.